All right, man. Well, first off, I'd like to thank you for doing this interview with the Hype Magazine tonight.
No, I appreciate y'all for having me.
Yeah, super excited, man, to get started. Can you tell the fans and listeners who you are and where you from?
Yes, sir, man. My name Hendrix Smoke. I'm from a little small city called Paducah, Kentucky, man. KY
Okay,
side, right there
I'm
by
from
Nashville.
no, I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, so I'm very familiar with Kentucky and
You
Paducah and
right
all that.
there. You right there, across the bridge.
Yeah. So coming from Kentucky, how did you get the opportunity to get started in the music industry? You know, being in the Midwest, being in Kentucky, there not a lot of opportunities. So how did you create that for yourself?
Moved to LA. Yeah, I left. I moved to LA like early, yeah. I went to LA. I went to LA like what, 2015, 14. I've been out here
Yeah.
shit ever since. But it
Okay.
ain't where I'm
So
from
when
on my
you're when
side. It
you're
ain't
in
really. Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
sorry, there might be a little delay. I was gonna say, coming from Kentucky, there's not those opportunities. How did you move? What made you move to LA? Did you have somebody out there, or did you kind of go out there, on your own?
I kind of had somebody out here. Actually, he ended up blowing up, being a big rapper himself. He go by the name of O3 Greedo. I heard O3 Greedo.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's how I came out here with.
that's dope.
I was rocking with bro. And then I started doing my own thing. He had introduced me to somebody, then I started doing my own thing. And then it just went over from there. Then I ventured into what? Just meeting people on my own and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, because when
Yeah.
you're in LA, it's a lot easier to meet some people. I know you worked with some legendary people to start out with. How did you get some of those first introductions? And can you name some of the people you got to work with?
I'm sorry. My phone. I don't know. Somebody called me doing the thing. But I'm sorry. Most of my just running into people at the studios. Like I used to be with a company called like in 2017 called the Lights Global. They had Lil Pump and like everybody else, so I like being in the studio with them. And I run into people like in other studios and stuff like that. Like what's that studio called? They just closed it down. Um, it was called, I forgot what it's called, but they changed it to Ciroc Studios. But that's how I met Currency. I met Currency in there, and that's how I got a Lil Wayne placement. Because he had one of his artists working, and then they brought Lil Wayne up there. That was a crazy moment right there. But like, it usually just be me and then through Jacob, though, I be getting crazy placements through Jacob. Jacob introduced me to people, bring me around people, or tell me to pull up. I don't know who it
That's
is, and
dope.
be like, oh, Hendrix, meet this person, do this, do that. Y'all work. So like that.
Yeah, that's really dope, man. What made you want to become a producer in the first place? You know what I mean? What got you started in the music industry and pursuing this as your dream?
My uncles, because my uncles do music. My uncles was producers. My uncle used to produce all the time. When he was in the army, well, he got out the army, he got into the producing. But I was a baby. But when I grew up, I was like around 5, 6. I started playing the drums when I was like 6 years old. And from then, I just wanted to do music. I learned almost every instrument.
That's dope. Now, you mentioned ATL Jacob. How did you guys meet, and what's made you guys work together so well as you have all over all these years?
Me and Jacob met through a mutual friend. I was out here, and then mutual friend called me, put me on the phone with Jacob, and Jacob had me fly down to Miami, and then I hung out with Jacob. One day, I've been with
Wow.
Jacob ever since. So it was like that's really how that happened. Yeah, but Jacob a good person though, man. That's one of the greatest people in my life. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Now, when you get the call to say he's gonna when you get the call saying he's gonna fly you out, did you imagine, looking back at it now, that you guys would form this great, friendship and business partnership after all these years?
No, I did. Cause I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of people say that, like, yo, I'm gonna fuck with you, I'm gonna goddamn, I'm gonna hit you up, I'm gonna do this and that. So I didn't really think he was gonna do that. Cause a lot of people kept and say that, but he really like did that. Like kept up with me, called me, put me in a group chat with the other producers, goddamn, sending me plays, sending him beats to get a place for me, all that. So it was real. That's the realest person I know.
That's amazing. Now, what was your first major? Oh, sorry. What was your first major placement, and how did that come about, or how did you get that placement?
What would you say, like biggest hit or just like first major placement?
Yeah, just the first time you got placed with a major artist, the first time you saw your name as, producer, and it charted or something like that. For you, what was your first placement?
Oh, 2 Chainz. What was it? What was that song? Ziploc by 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
But when it first came out, that was hard though. That was my biggest moment for me. Cause for one thing, that's one of my favorite rappers. And number two,
Okay.
it was just like just to see my name. But I had bought the CD just to see my name in the book, and it was just crazy. That was the craziest thing ever. So that was one of the biggest like moments for me.
Yeah, congratulations on that. You said you bought the album so you could see your name in the credits. Did you keep that, or is it locked in a box somewhere for you?
Oh yeah, I did keep it. I don't got it on me right now though. I got my mom.
Yeah,
See,
you
I got
got
a
it.
thing. I bought a thing I gave to my people. So everything I collect. So when I get older, I haven't put it in my big crib when I bought me a mansion or something. Right now, I'm just working hard.
I noticed I seen you had a Glorilla's intro for her EP. That's a major accomplishment for you, because it says a lot about your ability. They want you to start her project out. So what was it like when you got the call saying they were going to do that? And how did it feel when you got to hear the project and get released?
I ain't gonna lie, that was lit because for one thing, that was her first project. So to be the intro on her first
Yeah.
project is crazy. And it was like when she just started, like she was just turning up. Like she was doing everything she was trying. Like even she's turning up even more right now though. But like that's when she really started turning up. So that was like a great moment.
Yeah.
I love working with Glove.
When you worked with her, did you notice something about her immediately that showed she was going to be this major star we know today?
Yeah, I knew that. I ain't gonna lie though. I knew that before my song though. You can see me though. Like I could look at a
Yeah.
person and tell if they're gonna be a star or not. Honestly, like how they carry themselves, how they move, like how serious they take their craft. She a superstar for sure.
Now,
Yo.
definitely. Now, you're. I know you you work with. You have met Russ D. I mean, part of the B Genius movement. How did you guys meet, and what's it been like working with him, and collaborating the way you guys are?
Oh yeah, I met ATL Jacob, but that's like my big brother though. Now though, that's my boy.
Yeah.
I thought that's the first person I call every day I wake up. I gotta call Russ first. That's the first thing I do when I open my eyes. That's my boy. But yeah, no, I love working with Russ, bro. Like that is from from everything though. Even like I'm gonna just be real. Even from it be like even like you have your good days, you have your bad days. Might be some days I don't want to hear nothing. Russ gonna tell you the truth, but he gonna keep it real and like guide you into the right, like where you supposed to be. He gonna make sure, like you know what I'm saying. He gonna keep you on the right path. I got a lot of love and respect for Russ. That's my brother.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how important is it? Because, like you said, Rush will keep you on track, make you be where you're supposed to be for you and what you're trying to build with your career. How important has it been to have somebody like that in your? What's some of the things that he's doing for you and the whole team? That makes you guys as successful as you are. You think?
It's very important because a lot of these dudes be out here with no mentors and they be ready to crash out. And at least that's
Yep.
somebody that, because at the end of the day, he don't even got to do what he do though. You know what I'm saying? Russ could be out here focus more on himself, but like he take the time out of his day and do the stuff that he do for me. So it's like that's how I know he care. He really want to see me go where I need to go. Like don't nobody else do that. That's the only person. Him and Jacob. You know what I'm saying? Like them the two realest, humblest people I ever met in my life. Like Rush gonna make sure you on time for what you need to be on time for. Rush gonna if you need help with something, Rush gonna be right there to make sure it get
Yeah.
done. Even if he don't say he gonna do it right, he might not even say nothing about it. He might call you a couple days later, it's done. You know what I'm saying? Like he be
Yeah.
on the business, bro. Like he the one. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy.
Yeah. Now you've released a lot of dope records. We're gonna go through them. You had a feature with Corday, one of my favorite artists. You know, super dope lyricist. What was it like when you got the opportunity to produce for him? And you know, what was the song you created if people aren't familiar?
I ain't gonna lie, that song was hard. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I woke up.
Yeah.
How would I do that? I woke up to an interview. It was an interview on Apple Music. That's how I even found out it dropped. I didn't even know he was dropping to it.
Wow.
Yeah, that was crazy, then. But the crazy thing though, I knew he was dropping. This how I went. I forgot. So this is my bad. This how I went. I knew he was dropping because I had did the paperwork, but I didn't know when he was dropping. So the next day, I woke up. It was out. Like it was like he did a Zane Lowe interview and everything, and I was like, dang, that's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
but that was dope. That song was hard. It's the what forgot I forgot. I ain't gonna lie, I'm bad at remembering the name of my songs, bro. I
Yeah. It's
got so many songs.
I think it's called Unacceptable.
Yeah, unacceptable. Unacceptable. That's the one. That shit was
Yeah.
hard. That whole EP was hard though. That whole EP. But
Yeah.
unacceptable. He was
Yeah.
saying some
He's
real
super dope.
things.
Now you got an. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was saying he was saying some crazy stuff in there. That song was hard.
Now you also got to work with Luna for the feed. It's a major song. You know, what I mean, congratulations on that. Did you guys know when you made this record that it was gonna reach the levels of success it has right now?
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I knew it was gonna reach a certain level, but I ain't know it was gonna reach to
Yeah,
where it's at right now though. Like that's a blessing. But yeah, that song
yeah.
huge. I love that song.
Because you, with you being a producer who's released so many hits, can you tell when you're dropping the song with the artist and you get the vibe? Do you know right then that it's gonna be a hit, or you know, are you still still figuring them out because of the feedback and stuff like that?
Uh yes and no. That can go either way. So I would say if I'm in a studio with somebody, then yeah. Like I can tell more if it's gonna be a hit if I'm in the studio with the person when they record it or not. Because sometimes I have input on the record, but sometimes it'll be like I gotta wait for the record to come out. So it's like I might like it, but I gotta see how the rest of the people gravitate to it first. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but if I'm in a room creating, I'm like, and I can tell and I can help out, and I'm like, boom, yeah, that's a hit right there, type. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I really need is like, cause I ain't gonna lie, though, I'm a music head. I love a lot of music, so it might be a lot of music that I like. A lot of people don't like, so it'll be like I let the people see first. But that's how I let it work out.
Now, definitely with that. You've had a lot of dope records. What's some of the highlight records for your fans, like your diehard fan base? You know, when they're out rocking with you, what's some of the songs they run up to you and say that you're shocked by, or you're surprised that they rock with as much?
Uh, Menace by Doughboy and Future. Deep End by Doughboy.
Yeah,
Uh, who else? Oh yeah, Last Time I Saw You by Nicki. Press Play. They love
yeah,
Press Play.
yeah,
Um, what else? What else is another one? Oh, Okay by Fresh Montana, Little Baby. They love that song too. So
Okay,
that's
you
a
did
lot.
that one too, man. You're super talented. Man. I was going through your list of songs you've created, man, with you and ATL. It's a very impressive roster. You mentioned last time I saw you with Nicki Minaj, like that's her single. Like, I mean, that was a major record for you. How did you come about creating that? And what was the response like for you when your family seen you were part of that major single they released?
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie, I never thought I had a single with Nicki Minaj. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, that was wild, but like, it was cool though. My people was like, man, that's wild. Especially my mom though. My mom and my little sister was wilding out about that. But it was dope. The process was cool though. Like it was real instrumentation. So we brought in like real like people play guitars and stuff like that. It was me, my boy Two Dope, and Jacob. And then brought in Frankie Bash and my boy Alex, and they played some of the instruments on there, and we did the rest. But it was a fire record though.
Did you
The
know it was
process
going to Nicki when you guys were creating it, or did that come out afterwards?
that came afterwards because we was sitting on the beat for like almost a year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we were sitting on that beat for like a year. So it was just one day when I sent Jacob over some beats. I thought Jacob was finna record and do some references on the beat. So I was just sending beats. And that was like a beat, like I was just like, I ain't made no beats in a minute, so I just sent some quick stuff. And then he was like, a couple days later, they sent me the paperwork from Republic, like Nicki wanna drop this song. I'm like, that's crazy.
Wow.
Yes, sir. It's wild, y'all can see, man. I got the plaque right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say congratulations. I think that was your first plaque, right?
Yeah, that's my first plaque. That was my first. Now I'm waiting on the next ones to come in the mail right now, man. We ordering them, getting them all in, man.
I
Shout
think
out
I
to
think that's
Rex.
really dope. I think that's dope game you just gave to an up and coming producer that you had this record for years, a year, and I mean, you didn't give up on it. You kept sending it or whatever you did to. What made you what? How do you deal with that as a producer, where you make a hot song, a hot beat, and maybe at that moment they don't believe it, but it's still a hit. How do you keep pushing those to the artist the way you do, and not give up on the records? Because I think a lot of producers give up too early.
I think a lot of people look at it different ways. Me, I look at it like this though, because I'm a real like producer, like executive more producer. So it's like even me creating a beat, it's like I know I sit on the beat and save it for the artist who I want to get it on. Like when I made that beat, I was thinking like a Nicki Minaj or a Taylor Swift or something like that. But so it's like cool to see though. I didn't even know the record was going to her. That bro saw my vision and gave her the beat to her, and he didn't even know that I was on no vibe
Yeah.
like that. So it's like, but yeah, it's like I'm sorry, bro. My eyes itching
So,
crazy. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
now you could. I was just gonna say. So we know you didn't know Nicki was gonna be on the song. So tell it. Give us the play by play. Like Rush calls you. Yo, I got some news for you. Or like how did you find out you were gonna be on the song? And when did you know it was gonna be the lead single?
Uh oh. Uh, Rush had called me. Rush and Jacob called me. They called me together on a three-way call, and they were talking to me about it. Cause when my lawyer had hit me first, they hit me and let me know. So then that's when I called Rush, and
Okay.
Rush didn't answer. Then I called Jacob. Then Jacob didn't answer. Then Jacob texted me and was like they was on the phone. So then they put me on three-way. And then when he talking about it, then that's when they told me. Yeah, so but yeah, no, Rush kept me updated with everything though. Rush got everything done too. And then Rush helped play a big part in that record too though. Rush helped play a big part in that whole situation with that album. With
Yeah.
everything. So
Yeah.
heck yeah.
Now you mentioned you're from Kentucky, early on in this interview. How's your family and friends, responding now to you? Like you're producing songs for major hits. Do they realize how successful you are right now, or is it still something
Man,
they aren't grasping yet?
I'm keep it real. They be haters. You got your supporters too, though,
Yeah.
but they be haters. So I ain't gonna lie though, bro. I'm gonna keep real. I don't really be like keeping up with back home like that for real. I keep up with my
Okay.
peoples. Just my mom and dad, my little brother and sister like that. But besides that, just kids and music, man. I don't even. It's kind of it's kind of crazy. You from that side, so you know how it be when it's like small town, small
Yeah.
minded. You know what I'm saying? So I let them be them. I rock out. I just pray
Yeah,
for
and that's
them.
what's so hard. And it's major salute to you for chasing your dream and getting to LA when a lot of people would just be at home saying, "Well, if I could or I would." So salute to you on that. But I know your mom and dad are super proud of you. I mean, you've chased your dream, and you said you got young kids and everything under there. So I salute you on that, man. You're always in the studio, so I don't want to give too much information away. I don't want to get nobody in trouble. But any projects or anything you're working on now that we can announce or circle on the calendar for you guys?
Yeah. One thing, me and Jacob got a Latin album on the way. Well, our whole label, we doing a Latin album with our new label that Jacob started called Trend Records. We're working on that. And then y'all gotta wait for the rest. I can't put too much out there. But yeah, I know we got the Latin album we working on for sure. Well, I'll give y'all one more. I'm working with Moneybag on this R&B project too. So
Woo! Okay,
yeah,
that's
heck
fair.
yeah. So.
Is there any artists or any producers you want to? Has there somebody out there you haven't had a chance to work with that is on a bucket list for you?
Uh, yeah. Crazy thing is, wow, Jada Kiss. I need to work
Woo!
with Jada
Okay.
Kiss. Yeah, that's everything else cool. Like
Okay.
I need one with Jada Kiss. I done did. See, I
Okay.
got my hardest one already. That was Kanye. Now I gotta get Jada Kiss.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're gonna definitely have to speak this into existence. That JD Kiss feature gonna come. We're gonna clip this up for you, send it straight to his team, and say, "Hey, we need to get that'd be a fire combination, though." I would love to hear that for you. Without giving away too much game on your process and everything, what was the first program you used when you started producing? To get started in, what are you using these days to produce?
FL Studio 10. I'm still on the same thing.
You're
No
using
switching.
okay, that's amazing.
Yeah, I'm using that. But I switched. The only thing that I switched up is that I use synthesizers now. You see, I got all these pianos back here.
Yeah.
Saying like, but I use synthesizers just for my sound and stuff though. But I still use them in FL Studio though. So like, FL Studio like the best digital audio workstation for real.
I appreciate you saying that, man, because they get a bad rap, but there's so many producers that still use that Fruity Loops, and it makes dope
Bro,
music. So for someone at your caliber to say that, man, that's a blessing, man.
bro. Fruity Loop got all the hits. All the hits come from Fruity Loops, man. That's what they don't be understanding. Like, all right, Logic is cool. Ableton, and I'm not knocking nobody for what they use or none of that, but it's just like Fruity Loop got the hits. They got it down pat. Like that's where it's at. And it's not even just that though. It's just like the sound cards that
Now, do
they
you have
got.
any? Yeah, yeah. Now, do you have any advice for anybody who wants to be in the music industry or who wants to be a producer on what they should be doing at this time?
Yeah, keep working. That's all you can do. Keep working and networking. Cause it's not like it's going. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. And I know a lot of people hate to hear that, but that's really all it is. You gotta keep working, bro. Like it ain't none of that. Got I'm gonna just wait for my moment. Hell nah, that shit is a soul dream. You gotta get out there and go get
Yep.
it. Like that's all. That's all I can tell you. Get out there, be in the right rooms. Just make sure you making the right moves. Don't make yourself look crazy trying to get on. Like you don't like just do the right thing. Keep working. It's
Yeah.
it don't come to you when you keep
Now you
working.
said it. You said you left Kentucky and got to LA, but what allowed you to make these amazing relationships was you went to the studio and got to work. Like a lot of people, they say they're going to chase their dream, but now they're at the beach or now they're at the club all day. Like I imagine you touched down was like, send me to the studio. You know what I mean, and made it happen.
Bro, that was a crazy thing, bro. Like I was living in the studio. That was the only place I had to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have nowhere else to go, so I had no choice. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that was the only thing I could do. So I made the best out of it.
Not as
So,
well. Now I looked at your YouTube recently. You got Hendrix Smoke Cook Up. I seen you did part one about 2 years ago, and you just did one a couple of days ago. For people who's not familiar with that, what is that? And then how exciting is it to be starting that back up?
it's cool. I just be liking to put a little content out there. They been blowing me up on YouTube. I mean, on
Yeah.
Instagram about it though. So that's why I did it though. Like they been wanting it. Cause when I did that last one, I did that off my iPhone. I didn't even think that was gonna go up like that. But they was just like they want a new video. They was hitting me up on TikTok and Instagram. So I was like, why not? So I was like, I had a GoPro sitting here, and my cameraman was like, let's shoot something. So I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's just put it out. It's cool though, because I like seeing the reactions, man, because it's cool to see that I'm like I was like how I was a young kid. It's cool to see that now I'm one of these young kids' inspiration. So that's why I like to do it now. That's all.
Now, how important is helping the community or giving back, and what is some? I know you guys are very active. So, what's some of the things you and your team are doing to help the community?
For me, I've been helping out my community with just like right now I'm finna do a school drive, but like I'm putting together a music program right now. I'm trying to do that right now.
Yeah.
But that's the main thing I'm focused on doing that. Also, I've been trying to talk to somebody because they shut down the Boys and Girls Club in my city. So I'm trying to figure out something about trying to get that building back open for the kids for after school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Salute to you on that, man. That's an amazing thing. And I'm glad you're doing that. What's making you want to take that risk on? You know what I mean? And how rewarding is it to know that you are in a position now that you may be able to help that with that situation?
Because in my city, they don't really have that for kids, man. It ain't really nothing for us to do in my city. Have you been? You said you've been there before, like, well, you know about it, but like, it's nothing
Yeah.
there, man. It's like, it take 20 minutes to drive through my whole city, man. So we don't
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
got that.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm just trying to put something together for them, keep the little kids out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? And then there's people there, kids out at home all the time that ask me about, like, man, where can I get in the studio? Where can I do this? Where can I do that? So that'll give me an opportunity to get them something to record at and work at. But,
Yeah.
but definitely putting something together though, like for my community. I just don't go home a lot, but I'm just trying to find the right people to help me run it and do certain stuff.
Yeah. Now, I salute you on that. If there's any artists or other producers that want to link up with you outside of Instagram, what's your preferred method they can contact you at?
Hit Rush D. Yeah, they got Hit Rush. Uh, Hit Rush on Instagram at Rush D. RUSHDEE. But also, you can hit me up on what's that? I always say I'm gonna say Twitter because I'm just waiting to Twitter at same underscore Hendrix Smoke. Y'all hit me there too. And my TikTok, same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, if you got downtime, you're not in the studio, you're not, making these hits like you are. What do you like to do for fun and to enjoy yourself?
Call of Duty. Y'all can also add me on there too. Crazy FBG 808, man. We out here spanking. Belt to ass records. Come hop in. That's all I do. But yeah, I
Okay.
like playing
So
Call of
people are on
Duty.
Call of Duty and they're playing with you. Do you play music for them when you're playing with them to let them know, they're playing against you, or you like to keep it kind of low key?
I keep it low key. Cause it would already be crazy. Cause I ain't gonna lie, people be on there. It be people. Well, Jacob got banned though from Call of Duty, but when we used to play with Jacob, bro, it'd be crazy, bro. It'd be trying to load up the screen, everybody trying to hop in the game, and the game won't load up because it'd be Jacob. So I don't even tell people, right? And we be playing private now sometimes though. Like we'll make a private game and just have all of us
Okay.
in there playing. But definitely love
Dope.
Call of
And
Duty.
then anything else you want to let people know before we get out of here that I may not have mentioned tonight?
Not really. I just want to tell y'all, man, keep working, man. It's possible for anybody and everybody. That's all. So I come from that, man. It's a blessing.
And what's the single, like if we're pushing a single for you right now on my DJs and people, we want to break the record, what's the go-to song for you right now, Hendrix?
Oh yeah, go check out my single "Real Bad" featuring Doughboy, my boy Forever Roller, my boy Two Dope. That's my first single. Shout out to Rush, shout out to Apple Music, shout out to Spotify for throwing me on the playlist, man. It's going up
Yeah.
real bad. Again, once again, future my boy Doughboy, Cleveland's finest. You know what I'm saying? Go check that out, man. Tell our
Yeah.
DJs run that.
And we can't get out of here without saying congratulations on the new opportunity, the new situation. I don't know if you want to go into too much, but I see there's a major opportunity that you just had come your way, man. So congratulations.
Nah, for sure, man. Appreciate that a lot. It's a blessing. For sure. I appreciate y'all having me, for sure.
Yeah, honored, man. When we post this, it'll go out next Monday, and then I'm gonna post your song once we get done with this tonight for you. So I appreciate your time tonight, and I hope you have a great night, fam.
You too, man. Hit me up anytime, man. If y'all need me, for sure.
All right, sounds good, fam. Have a great night.